In episode 2, I talked about how the metaverse will require companies to embrace digital transformation. As a reminder, digital transformation is about how the digitalization of the world is forcing businesses to transform how they work. This means the companies will have to shift from a top-down, bureaucratic way of working to one that is more human, adaptive, and empowering. Of course, that all sounds nice, but what does this really mean? Once again, it comes back to the 3 principles that define the metaverse: decentralization, co-creation, and community. When we put this into a talent framework, then the roles within a company start to change. Talent acquisition is no longer owned by HR. Instead, there are guides and facilitators. In practice, this means that talent acquisition is decentralized and the ownership is with the team that needs to hire. It is up to them to define, as a community, what additional skills and competencies they need, and then they need to co-create how they will assess applicants and what to prioritize. The role of HR will be to define the systems and tools to help communities attract and assess talent, map their existing talent, and help identify the additional competencies needed. Once this is done, HR will help the community to write the job post, think of the assessment process and criteria, and share best practices from both inside and outside the company. For example, it might be advising on new skills or talents that are needed to complement a group, such as data literacy or prompt engineering for artificial intelligence tools. Above all, HR will define the guardrails so that each community knows the rules of the game. For example, think of the 2 critical guardrails of a roundabout system. You must yield to those already in the roundabout, and everyone must drive in the same direction. Apart from these 2 rules or guardrails, drivers can make their own decisions. HR guardrails will need to reflect the culture, the brand, and legal and regulatory plans, of course. However, these guardrails need to give as much freedom and flexibility as possible rather than being a mechanism of control. So for those of you who need to change or transform your HR framework and practices, let the 3 metaverse principles, decentralization, community, and co-creation, be your guide. But don't forget to start small. Not every team or community will be ready for this way of working. It will also be important that you regularly assess your HR framework and practices so that you can continuously learn and improve.